Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abhilash Sinari. As you all know, I have been uploading videos for 11th maths. Two lessons I have covered, sets and trigonometry. So I will continue with that, and along with that, as I get time, I will start with 10th standard and 12th standard also. Okay. So the next lesson which I will be starting is relations and functions. This lesson is continuation of the lesson sets. Okay, so basic things about sets we need to know here. Some of the basic things. For example, what is a set? Okay, set is a well defined collection of objects, and then different ways of writing a set. For example, if you are asked to find, or if you are asked to write a set of natural numbers less than 5, what we do? How we denote it? First of all, we write this A. We write a capital letter A to denote that set. We write equal to, and then we put curly brackets, and inside this we write all the elements. So set of all natural numbers less than 5. Which are those? Obviously 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here 1, 2, 3 and 4 will come. Okay. So these are the elements. This is the raster form. Okay. Next, one more form of writing a set that you have learned is set builder form. Okay. So how we write this in that form? What we do? We just write x such that x, and here we write the property of that whatever set is there. So here the set is the set of all natural numbers less than 7. So we can write here x such that x is a natural number less than 5. Less than 5. Okay. X is a natural number less than 5. Next, there is one more way of writing this. In raster form only, in set builder form only. One more way of writing this. What is that? What we do? We can write x such that this x is a natural number. In short, how we can write? We can write it as x belongs to n. Okay, this sign means belongs to, and this letter n is for natural numbers. Okay, x such that x belongs to n, and x is less than 5. Okay, so x such that x belongs to n and x is less than 5. This is the way of writing. Okay, next, now if we have a set A 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and one more set B 2, 3, 5, 7. So from this, how we write A union B? Union of two sets. How we write A union B? So different operation on sets we'll learn now. Okay, you already learned this. I'm just revising. Different operations on sets. Okay, this is A, this is B. So how we write A union B? First of all, we mark the common elements from this. So this 2 and 2 here. Okay. Similarly, this 3 and this 3 here. They are common in both the sets. Okay. After that, we just write common elements first, and then write remaining elements. So 2, 3 we marked. Those I wrote here, and then remaining element we can write 1, 4, 5, 7. This becomes A union B. You can arrange it anyhow. You can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 also. Arrangement is not important in sets. Okay. Next, A intersection B. So for intersection, just remember, again we have marked 2, 3 as the common elements. Okay. So answer here is 2, 3. In A intersection B, only the common elements will come. Okay. In A union B, the common elements along with the remaining elements. Common elements we write just once. Okay. And in intersection, what we do? We write only the common elements. Third one is difference, A difference B or A minus B. Okay. Here what we do? A difference B. So for this we just look at the set A. Okay. And from the set A we remove the common elements and write the remaining elements. Okay. So from this set I am removing 2, 3 and writing the other element. It is 1, 4. Okay. Similarly, if you ask to find B difference A or B minus A. Okay. So what we do? From set B, we remove the common elements and write the remaining elements. So this is 5, 7. Okay. Remove the common elements and write the remaining elements. So this way we get different operations on sets. Okay. This we have already learned in the lesson sets. You can just go through that lesson. I have already uploaded all the videos of that. Okay. Okay, so now that we have revised the basic things from the lesson sets, we are ready to learn the lesson relation and function. Okay, now in this lesson, first thing that we are going to learn is Cartesian product or cross product, you can see. So what is Cartesian product? So if you have any two non-empty sets, say there are two sets which are non-empty, means they are not equal to an empty set. Okay, then Cartesian product A cross B is the set of all ordered pairs of elements of A and B. Okay, set of all ordered pairs. So we write it as A comma B, such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So here this is called as ordered pair. Okay. So first of all, from this you came to know that this set of all pairs of element of A and B, pairs of elements from A and B, and ordered means what? This element A should be always from A. Okay, and this element B should be always from B. Okay, this way it is. This must be from first set, this must be from second set, that you have to remember. Okay, so for example, if we have A as the set of two different colors, I will say red and blue. Okay, and if we have one more set, the set of 2, 3 different things, for example bag, coat, shirt. Okay, this red and blue color and bag, coat and shirt. Okay, so how many different pairs you can make such that first element of that pair is from this set and second element of that pair is from this set. Okay, so to find that, what we do, I write A here, okay, and B here. Then red and blue I can write here. Okay, red and blue. Similarly, bag, coat and shirt. Okay, red and blue I'll write, and bag, coat and shirt I'll write. Okay, red and blue I'll write, and then bag, coat and shirt I'll write. Now see how many different pairs we can get here. Now see, we can either get a red bag, a pair of color and thing, so red bag. Similarly, red coat, you can either get red bag, or you can get red coat, or you can get red shirt. Similarly, you can get blue bag, or blue coat or blue shirt. So this way, how many different pairs we can make, okay, of the elements of this and this. So understood? Elements of this and this, element of this one and element of this one. So how many different pairs we can make of that? That is Cartesian product. So answer of this will be what? So remember, you have to make pair like that. This is from this set and this is from this set. This is from first set, this is from second set. So how many different pairs you can make like that? So either you can make a pair like this, red and black. So red, black. Or you can make a pair like this, red and coat. Red, coat. Or red and shirt. So red, shirt. Okay. Similarly, blue and bag. Blue, bag. Blue and coat. Blue, coat. Similarly, blue and shirt. So blue, shirt. Okay. So these are the different pairs you can make of this set and this set. So this is called as Cartesian product or cross product of A and B. Similarly, we will see 2-3 more examples. If I given like this, A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to A comma B. And you are asked to find Cartesian product A cross B. Okay, how will you find A cross B? So what we do, first write this set here and then this set here. Here we write 1, 2 and 3, okay, and here we write A, B, this side, okay, this side we write A, B, this side we write 1, 2, 3. Now we write different pairs. So 1, first I can write with A. Similarly 1 I can write with B, 2 with A, 2 with B. Similarly 3 with A and 3 with B. These are the different pairs that we can get. So 1 comma A, similarly 1 comma B, 2 comma A, 2 comma B, and 3 comma A, 3 comma B. 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B and 3A, 3B. So these are the different pairs that we can make such that first element of that pair is from the first set and second element of that pair is from the second set. Now if I asked B cross A, then what do we do? A cross B, you know how to find. If I ask B cross A, then what do we do? So you can just reverse this. You can write B first here and A second, okay, like this. And elements of B here, A comma B. And elements of A here, 1, 2, 3, okay. Now we can relate. Now, when we write B cross A, just remember, first element must be from B now, since I wrote it opposite, okay. So first element must be from B and second element must be from A. So it will be like this, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. So these are all the different pairs that you can get. So A comma 1, A comma 2 and A comma 3, B comma 1, B comma 2 and B comma 3. Okay. So this way we get ordered pairs, other way also, okay. If you ask to find B cross A. So I drop this. So, and just remember A cross B and B cross A are both different, okay. See, in this ordered pair is like this, 1 comma A. In this ordered pair is like this, A comma 1. And this ordered pair is not equal to this ordered pair. Remember, both are different, okay. So this is not equal to this. This is different, this is different. Remember, okay. Next, one more example we'll take. If I'm giving 1, 2, 3 like this, and directly I'm asking to find A cross A, then what we do? Okay, what we do now? If I'm giving A cross A and directly I'm asking to find A cross A, so what we do? Again, I'm writing here A first, here B. Okay, here 1, 2, 3. Similarly, this side also. Okay, here also I am writing A. 1, 2, 3. Both sides I am writing both sides. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because I am asked to find A cross A. Then I am making pairs now. So 1 with 1. Similarly, 1 with 2, 1 with 3. This is one pair. Okay. 3 pairs. Then 2 with 1, 2 with 2, 2 with 3, and 3 with 1, 3 with 2, 3 with 3. So we get like this: 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay. Then 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. And then 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. So this way we get the ordered pair. Okay. Okay, so now that we have learned what is Cartesian product, we'll learn some important things about this. So first thing in this, you can write it as a note. Okay, first thing in this, if a set A has p elements, for example, if A has p number of elements, n of A is equal to p. You can say, for example, the set A is like this: 1, 2, 3. So number of elements is what? We write this. See, we count this: 1, 2, and 3. So there are 3 number of elements. Okay. Similarly, another set B has q elements. For example, a B has A comma B. So n of B will be what? Just count these 2 elements: 1 and 2. Is 2. Then number of elements of A cross B should be P into Q. Okay. So number of elements of this A cross B is 3 into 2, 6. You can check in the previous example. One example like this we did. Check the number of elements there. Look at 6 elements in that. Okay. So just remember, if number of elements is P, means for example this has 7 elements, this has 9 elements. So number of elements of A cross B will be 63. Okay. 9 into 7. Okay. So similarly, second property, if any one of this is empty, if A is empty or B is empty, okay, then A cross B is also empty. Any one of these is empty. For example, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, and if B is empty. So to write cross product, what we write? We write the ordered pairs of element of A and B, but in set B there is no element because it is empty set. Okay, in set B it is empty set, there is no element, so we can't make any ordered pair, so we can't make any pair. So that's why this becomes empty set. Okay, because we can't make any pair there. Element of this we can say 1, but which element of this will make pair with that? There is no element here, so that's why it is empty. Okay. Similarly, third, if any one of this is infinite, if A is infinite or B is infinite, then A cross B is also infinite. Okay. Remember this also. If A is infinite or B is infinite, then A cross B is also infinite. For example, if A is equal to AB, but B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, or a set of natural numbers I'll say. Okay. Now what will be A cross B? So what first I will say, see elements of this A, B from A, okay, and here B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so, okay. Now I'll relate one by one. A I can take with 1, then A I can take with 2, A I can take with 3, A I can take with 4, 5, then 6 is also there, 7 is also there. There are many elements here, okay. A with 1, A with 2, A with 3, A with 4, A with 5, A with 6, A with 7 and so on, because this continues here. Similarly B is also there. First of all this A will not finish, and then that B will start, and that will also not finish, okay. So that's why this is also infinite. If any one of this is infinite, then A cross B is also infinite, okay. Third one, okay, fourth one. You see, if we take cross product of three sets together, for example A cross A, three sets together, then cross product of this will be what? A comma B comma C, such that A, B, C all belongs to A, okay. So if you have three sets like this together, then we say this is ordered triplet. There we are saying that is ordered pair, okay. Here we are saying this is ordered triplet, remember, okay. Now for example, if I have A1 comma 2, so what is A cross A cross E? So what we do? How to find ordered triplet? See, I'll write A 3 times here, okay, and then first 1, 2, second 1, 2, third 1, 2, and different triplets we find now, okay. We can have either 1, 1 and 1, this is one triplet, or we can have 1, 1 and 2, okay, the second triplet. Similarly we can have 1, 2 and 1, similarly we can have 1, 2 and 2, okay. Similarly with 2 we can have 2, 1 and 1, 2, 1 and 2, 2, 2 and 1 and 2, 2 and 2. So these are all the different triplets. We write it here one by one. 1, 1, 1. This is one triplet, okay. Then 1, 1, 2. Second triplet. 1, 2, 1. This is third one. 1, 2, 2. This is fourth one. Similarly with 2, we get 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1 and 2, 2, 2. Okay, so like this we get A cross A. So these are all the ordered triplets, okay. Now next note, fifth one, this is, okay. So two ordered pairs are equal if and only if their corresponding first elements are equal and the second elements are also equal, okay. Two ordered pairs are equal if and only if IFF, in short we write if and only if, okay, if and only if two ordered pairs are equal, if and only if the corresponding first elements are equal and the corresponding second elements are also equal. So if and only if, what is the meaning of this? Means if two ordered pairs are equal, then corresponding first and second elements are equal. And other way also we can say, if corresponding first and second elements are equal, then two ordered pairs are also equal. This way we see. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? If we have A comma B and here P comma Q, and we say these two ordered pairs are equal, this means what? The corresponding first elements must be equal, means A must be equal to P, and similarly corresponding second elements must also be equal. This is equal to, it is B is equal to Q. Okay, this works. Then we can say these two ordered pairs are equal. Okay, or if these are equal, this is equal, this is equal, these are equal. Okay. For example, we take one example of this. We are given that x upon 3 plus 1, comma y minus 2 upon 3. We are given that this is equal to 5 upon 3, comma 1 upon 3. Okay. Then you have to find values of x and y. Find x and y. So how we do this? This question. Okay. So how we do this? Find x and y. First thing, x plus 1 upon 3. Since this ordered pair is given equal, that means corresponding first element is equal. This is equal to this. X plus 1 upon 3, sorry. X upon 3 plus 1 is equal to 5 upon 3. Now solve this. How will solve this? This. I can take this side or this plus 1. I will take that side. So x upon 3 is equal to 5 upon 3 minus 1. So this will become x upon 3 is equal to 5 upon 3. This 1 I can write as 3 upon 3, correct? Multiply and divide by 3 upon 3 here. Okay. Understood? No? So this becomes 5 upon 3 minus 3 upon 3. Next, I can take that denominator common, okay, and subtract this. It becomes 2 upon 3. Okay, since the denominator is same, you can just subtract this. 5 minus 3 is 2, and then I can cancel this denominator with this denominator. Okay, so this becomes x is equal to 2. Similarly, I can find y by relating this y with this. Okay, so y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to 1 upon 3. So I am relating y minus 2 upon 3 with this 1 upon 3. So minus 2 upon 3 come that side. So y is equal to 1 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3. Okay. And again, since the denominator is same, I can just add those. 2 plus 1 is 3 upon 3. And answer is 1. Okay. So this way we get x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So this is the answer of this. So I'll drop this. Next, okay, so next we'll do one example on this. So let A, in this example we just combine union, intersection and cross product. Okay, so let A is equal to 1 2 3, B is equal to 3 4, and C is equal to 4 5 6. Find first one, A cross B intersection C. Second one, A cross B intersection A cross C. Third one, A cross B union C. Okay. And fourth one, A cross B union A cross C. So all four one by one will do. Okay. So first one, A cross B intersection C. Okay. So here first thing is A cross B intersection C. So same way here I'll write in brackets. A is 1 2 3. I'll put proper brackets and write this. A is 1 2 3 cross proper bracket B. B is 3 4 intersection 3 is 4 5 6. So first I'll solve the bracket and then whatever answer you get, take cross product with this. If we solve the brackets here, so obviously this is intersection, so only the common element will write. So common element is 4. Okay, so I'm writing in this. So 1 2 3 cross this 4. Okay, from this answer of this. Now cross product can easily take. So we have 1 2 3 cross 4. You can write here 1 2 3 decide 4. Okay, so 1 I can relate with 4, then 2 I can relate with 4, and 3 I can relate with 4. Okay, so what we get there, 1 4 2 4 3 4. Okay, so this is the answer of this cross B intersection C. Similarly, second one, A cross B intersection A cross C. First we'll find A cross B, then we'll find A cross C, then we'll find intersection of those. Okay, so A cross B, where is A? 1 2 3 cross 3 4 intersection A cross C, that 1 2 3 cross 4 5 6. 1 2 3 cross 3 4 intersection 1 2 3 cross 4 5 6. Now first we'll find ordered pairs of this or cross product of this, what we'll get, and then intersection of this and this. Okay, so what we'll get here, let detail this set, so we get space there. Okay, so 1 see 1 2 3 and 3 4, so 1 2 3 and 3 4, so 1 3 1 4 2 3 2 4 3 3 3 4, correct. So 1 3 1 4 2 3 2 4 and 3 3 3 4. Okay, write this closer. 1 3 1 4 2 3 2 4 3 3 3 4. Okay, similarly intersection 1 4, similarly this 1 2 3 and 4 5 6, 1 2 3 and 4 5 6. So 1 4 1 5 1 6 2 4 2 5 2 6 3 4 3 5 6 6. Okay, so 1 4 1 5 1 6 2 4 2 5 2 6 and 3 4 3 5 3 6. Then write the common points. Since it is intersection, which are the common points? One is 1 comma 4 1 comma 4. Okay, don't say 1 comma 4 and 4 comma 1 are same, they are different. Okay, 1 comma 4 with 1 comma 4, then 2 comma 4 here 2 comma 4. Okay, 3 comma 4 is there, 3 comma 4. Okay, okay, so this much. So 1 comma 4 2 comma 4 and 3 comma 4. So this is the set, 1 comma 4 2 comma 4 and 3 comma 4. Okay, similarly we'll find third and fourth one, A cross B union C and A cross B union A cross C. Third one, will be what? First we write A, 1 2 3 cross bracket B union C. So 3 4 union 4 5 6. So how we find union? We write the common element only once and then write the remaining elements as well. So 1 2 3 cross. We write the common elements only once there. So 4 only once is right, and then remaining elements 3 5 6. You can write it as 3 4 5 6 also. Okay. Now we can find cross product of this with this. So what I'll get? See, 1 2 3 4 3 5 6 or 3 4 5 6, anything. So 1 4 1 3 1 5 1 6 2 4 2 3 2 5 2 6 3 4 3 3 3 5 3 6. Okay. So you can write here 1 4 1 3 1 5 1 6 2 4 2 3 2 5 2 6 and 3 4 3 3 3 5 3 6. These are the elements. Okay. Similarly, we can find A cross B union A cross C. Okay. So what is A here? 1 2 3 cross B. This is 3 4 union 1 2 3 cross 4 5 6. Okay. 1 2 3 cross 3 4 union 1 2 3 cross 4 5 6. Now you can solve. First 1 2 3 cross 3 4. What will be it? 1 2 3 3 4. So 1 3 1 4 2 3 2 4 3 3 3 4. Okay. We can do this fast because this is very easy now. 1 3 1 4 2 3 2 4 and 3 3 3 4. Similarly 1 3 here 1 1 4 1 5 1 6 2 4 2 5 2 6 3 4 3 5 3 6. Correct. See 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 4 1 5 1 6 2 4 2 5 2 6 3 4 3 5 3 6. Okay. So 1 4 here. Okay. This is first thing. Union is second now. 1 4 I'll write it here down. 1 4 1 5 1 6 2 4 2 5 2 6 3 4 3 5 3 6. Okay. Now just mark the common elements and write the remaining elements. So common elements are 1 4 2 4 3 4, as you all know. In previous example only we also. So those we can write first and then remaining elements 1 4 2 4 3 4. Okay. And 1 3 2 3 3 3. Okay. 1 5 1 6 2 5 2 6 3 5 3 6 1 5 1 6 2 5 2 6 and 3 5 3 6. Okay. So this way we do it. So you can check. Understood? Okay. Okay. At last, I'll write a note. Okay. So let R be the set of all real numbers. So what are these real numbers? So all the numbers which you have learned till now from first standard, from KG, whatever numbers you are learning, all those numbers comes under real numbers. That means, for example, we have learned about root 3, you learned about minus half, you learned about pi, you learned about 3 by 4, you learned about 1000, you learned about 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus whatever it is, whatever numbers which you have learned till now. Okay, this all comes under real numbers. Understood? No? Above this also there is a type, it is complex numbers. So that you are going to learn further. But till now, whatever you have learned, all those numbers are real numbers. Okay. In those real numbers, there are rational numbers, irrational numbers, and in real numbers there are integers, whole numbers, okay, natural numbers, even, odd, prime, all those. So whatever numbers you have learned till now, all the real numbers. So R with a set of all real numbers, then R cross R. Okay, R cross R. X comma Y such that X belong to R, comma Y belong to R. Okay, this means what now? This means this X is also a real number, this Y is also a real number. Means, for example, half comma minus 4, this is a real number, this is a real number. Okay, root 3 comma minus root 3, both are real numbers. 4 comma pi, like this, anything. Okay, minus 5 comma minus 3, all are real numbers. Okay, means first is also a real number, second is also a real number. So have you saw this anywhere earlier in 10th standard or in any previous class? If you remember coordinate geometry lesson, okay, used to write numbers like this we used to write as 0 comma 0, okay, then used to write 1 comma 2 like this. Here this is, if this is half, so minus half comma 2 like this. Okay, here minus 3 comma minus 2, okay, like this. All these numbers, see, if you see this and this, same thing it is. Okay, so this type of numbers we have already been writing. Okay, so these are all the numbers which denote coordinates of all points in two-dimensional space. Remember, okay, these numbers, whichever numbers we get here, whichever pairs, whatever pairs you get here, this denote coordinates of all points in two-dimensional space. Okay, two-dimensional space or coordinate geometry. Here it is two-dimensional. Okay, similarly, if we say R cross R, cross R, this means X comma Y comma Z, X belong to R or X comma Y comma Z, all three belongs to R only. This denotes coordinates of all points in three-dimensional space. So this you are going to learn further. Okay, in physics you might have learned in basics vector and all. Okay, or we'll learn this further. Okay, in maths only there is lesson called 3D geometry, there we'll go through this in detail. Okay, so just remember all the points in 3D space, means 1 0 minus 3, 2 4 minus 3, like this. Okay, all these points denotes the coordinates of all points in 3D space. Okay, so I'll stop here, and in the next class we'll learn about relations. Okay, so there is one more subtopic called relation and then functions. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.